Hi, how's it going, everyone? This is vlog number one of the Nutcracker. We wanted to show you more of a visual indicator of where we're at, maybe give you a bit of a guided tour around the mall area so far. You may have noticed that there's a lot of blank spaces. Straight away off the bat, right? A lot of blank spaces. Now, these are getting filled within the next couple of weeks, so don't worry, it's not going to look like this in the end, but we wanted to show you progress so far. So, the mall is going to feature a lot of stores, and some of these stores are going to be accessible. Some are not. Some are just going to be storefronts, right? Um, we do have plans for 4 to 5 stores in this little area to be open, and they're going to be vastly different from the last. These are going to add to the gameplay experiences within the mall, because currently we just have a Nutcracker and you're running around. You're getting chased by this Nutcracker, and that's kind of not enough, right? That's not a game. So these stores will be the gameplay changing elements. As you can see, this will be one of the open stores. This is a sports store. Across the way, we do have another open store. That's going to be the laser tag store. And each one will be vastly different from the last. So the laser tag store will be very dark. We do have use of things like lasers and holograms. Whereas the arcade in the corner is going to be quite light and poppy and fun, right? So each of these stores will change the gameplay in some respect. And there will be interactive elements within them. Oh, and he's chasing me. I'm going to have to try and outrun him at the minute, which is quite difficult. He is kind of like the same pace as you, so I'm not sure how I'm going to evade him, but we want it to look more like, see this bit coming up, right? This bit here, the Freak Beat, Geckos, and there's a bookstore as well there. So this little row of 3 stores, that's how all of it will look eventually. I say eventually, it's going to be within the next, hopefully next couple of weeks. We're going to have a lot of storefronts in here. This will be the first store you go to. This is the arcade. Now, the arcade is not finished. You may be wondering why there's a lot of duplicate assets, and that's because we're just trying to fill it up for now. But these are going to be replaced. A lot of these arcades, by the way, are references to games we did in the second year. We're currently university students, by the way, in our final year. Ending soon, thank God. And so yeah, we got a bodybuilding wiener. He was not in he was not in any game we did, but I kind of modified something I did earlier. Doctor Iving on those machines was a game we did previously in the first and second year. He's featured in all the games. He's made a comeback again. Great. But a lot of these games were, pretty bad. Let's be honest. These were first and second year projects, but we thought the graphics were kind of cool, and we thought it was a kind of like a nice reference to our past. The farmer at the side there was a reference to a future character. So there's going to be a few Easter eggs in here as well. So the claw machine you've seen there will have some kind of interactive element to it, and this is going to be linked to. It's going to be a gameplay element. It's not just going to be a claw machine where you win a prize. There's going to be something else. I can't reveal it right now, but yeah, there's going to be a lot of little things like that. Oh, there he is in the window. Hi, how's it going? Like I said, this is very much work in progress. It's going to be filled out a lot more. We don't want these duplicate assets. I think what I'm trying to get at is that each store will have some kind of individual gameplay element, that an interactive element, which makes it different from the last. So the mood of that is kind of like happy and bright, and yeah, but not all stores are going to be like that. Some are going to be utility based as well, where you need certain tools to unlock certain areas. That's going to be in the form of a DIY store at the minute. And in this area, there's going to be 4 to 5 different stores we can open. So yeah, there's a lot to do in there. Oh, by the way, that's Bailey's toy store. It's quite bright at the minute. We need to lower that. And that's kind of where the journey starts. The Nutcracker is kind of this abandoned toy / mascot statue, if you like. He's kind of a left behind toy. And he gets angry because of that. We don't want to reveal too much because it ties into the story. We don't want to give everything away, because otherwise no one will play the game, right? But again, in the next couple of weeks, we do plan on filling a lot of this out. I'm happy with the way that looks, by the way, that 3 stores. But, there's a lot of blank areas in there, and it'll make it look a lot better if we can fill out a lot. This is the top of the laser tag area will be a 2-story thing, by the way. This is the end. This is like just seeing the shutter there. That will lead to another section of the mall, and you will be able to unlock that, but you need to find a key card within the area to unlock that. So there's going to be 4 different sections to the mall. Each going to be very different to the last. There's going to be set pieces in there. We got plans for Christmas trees. Well, on the Christmas events we're coming up. It's going to be very varied. This needs populating again, and a lot of assets not in here. But we are working on it. We're trying, all right? As students, it's difficult because we have so much other things to do, like so many other modules we got to complete, and we don't want to do that. I mean, they're pretty crap, to be honest. We just want to focus on this, but it's difficult when you can't. They got a little phone booth there, and that's going to feature in gameplay. I don't want to reveal how, but there is going to be an interactive element with phones as well. That's coming later down the line. You may have noticed there's some numbers popping up. So there's some numbers popping up there. Now that relates to the positioning of the Nutcracker. So he's there, he's just like patrolling at the minute, he's looking around the area. If he was to see you, he chases you and kills you, or tries to, right? But if you were to evade capture, what he does is he stays within that area, because he knows he's spotted you within a certain area. So he won't leave that until you're found, or until he gets bored. So yeah, the next coming weeks, we're just going to fill things out. A lot of asset creation. Storefronts are a must. And yeah, hopefully that was a bit more insightful than just a blog. I'm not very good at talking on these things, so apologies if I was like, yeah. Anyway, thanks for listening, and I'll see you next week.